Alright, so for today's video, we would be playing Roblox's Survive Homelander. This is basically just sped up footage of me playing Survive Homelander, getting my thoughts and opinions on it. The reason why it's so sped up is because the matches take a very long time, and that's just going to be just clip clutter. So we're going to wait until the boss comes in here for, a minute, check out the actual game itself, see what the settings have to offer. Pretty good settings overall, honestly. And I guess you have two characters to pick from Homelander and the other one. I actually haven't seen Homelander yet, but the game seems actually fun itself. So after running for a while, juking this man out, I literally just get brutally destroyed for the first time, and that was a painful match, I didn't want to die that way, but Homelander is so inescapable. I literally cannot escape this dude. So I'm just gonna hide out in the toilets because it just seems best to hide out here, as the likelihood of somebody thinking that somebody would be in a toilet is a low probability. So we're just gonna chill out here. Hopefully he doesn't notice me. Oh my god, I feel like whenever you move, I feel like he knows you're there. I don't know how the mechanic for Homelander works because I actually haven't played him yet. Oh bro, every single moment I die by this dude. Can I get like 1 second where I don't die by Homelander? I mean, the game is actually pretty good. It reminds me of Bite by Night, but like I actually physically got scared by Homelander about 2 times. Not like literally like scared. More of like I had got a little, shock. Basically, I was not expecting this kind of content from this game. It's honestly like one of those type of games where you need to strategize and think. So I'm literally just gonna go into the bathroom and just camp out in the bathroom. I feel like this would be like pretty non-noticeable because like who's gonna think to go inside of a bathroom and look inside of a deep corner of the bathroom? I mean, so I'm picking kind of like decent spots. I don't know if these are very obvious or not. I've heard a lot of people say like the best strat for this game is to do an elevator kind of glitch or whatever. I don't know what they're talking about, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just play the game, honestly. Overall, pretty impressed so far from Survive Homelander. I thought this was gonna be like one of those games that just were low quality, things didn't work, just overall, slop. Homelander is kind of fun a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I have had a really good time playing this game. So finally I am Homelander, so actually I'm gonna go around and just kill everybody now. Thank God I am actually Homelander for the first time. It seems pretty peak playing him. Low-key sorry for the Discord notification, my bad. Just got a lot of pings for some random reason. Ignore that. But overall, Homelander, it's one of those games that I feel like I can play like when I need a relief kind of moment to like let off some steam. But this is not over, Homelander. Like the amount of times that you already killed me, like I low-key want my revenge. I don't know how I can get revenge, but low-key they should add a melee kind of thing to fight back against Homelander, so that way like you can actually like defend yourself against Homelander. Like what do I look like sitting there useless? I mean, I've seen a little bit. I don't know what the credits do. Maybe the credits have something to do with that. I'm not honestly sure. This is my first time actually playing this and looking at it, and I'm having a pretty good time, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and camp in this little wall. So the wall method might be the method because we just won again from all my experiences. Literally when Homelander is in the back of me chasing those two, which this corner seems like a pretty good hiding spot. Homelander just ran right past me. Literally right there. You see him right there in the corner. We just win right there. And then it's just to the point where I'm just going to keep sitting here over and over again, and I'm just going to keep winning. So it didn't go my way eventually one time, so we're not going to even show that. I got brutally, destroyed to death by Homelander with his big red eyes. So we're going to actually go up here into this little castle thingy or whatever you call this thing, staircase, all the way up into the ceiling. I mean, I don't think this is a noticeable spot. It doesn't seem like a noticeable spot. So let's just camp out here until Homelander shows up. While we wait, I would just be sharing some like information that I feel that Homelander is, and like, you know, what it is and what it isn't. So basically my thoughts on opinions on Homelander is that it's one of those games that, you know, provide you a relief. It's good in the sense of you have one guy trying to chase after you, and basically kind of like how Bite by Night has Spring Trapper, you know, uh, the developer or any of the other characters trying to chase after you. You have Homelander, which, or the other one that I've seen. I don't know if that character's available yet or what. I have not seen it yet. So they're basically coming after you. You as a survivor need to go find a place to hide. Basically, many options on the maps. I feel like the maps do change, yes. So you spawn in a different location every single time, and you have to hide your way to survive Homelander, which basically is the premise of the game, survive Homelander. But I wonder how they're going to incorporate this stuff in the future, because it seems really interesting how, you know, we have one big map, but I feel like it'd be really cool if they incorporated map changes. So like you can pick which map you wanna be, like more maps when the game gets further. Maybe like the person can be like, yeah, let's play this map. So they have to vote on a specific map to basically show, you know, what map they want to play, because they can have different options. Not everybody want to play on the same map, so the majority of people can, you know, have their favorite map and that they want to play on. That basically gives also friends and stuff like that might not like that same specific map every time, and it'd be cool to have switching up maps and stuff like that. It makes it more of a challenge, you know, for the Homelander and the player. So that would be all for today's video, and I hope you hit that subscribe button and check out Survive Homelander. I'll be leaving the link in the description, as well as using my code itztherealkirito will also be in the description for